Bleh. Well, hello there. So while I was perusing TikTok last night, I've been seeing quite a lot of people do this pause challenge. And basically what that is you get a video and it has quite a few images going pretty quickly. You pause, see what elements you get, and you're just collecting different elements and you put them together into one hopefully good looking drawing. Well, now that we're done learning all the lore, I say we start doing some pausing. I'm just going to sit here, ponder for a little bit, see what I'm thinking for, I got some ideas right now for a character design, but yeah, I'll get back to you when I got something. Alright guys, this is what we're looking at for the sketch here. I was thinking something a little more apocalyptic, if you want to call it that. I just feel like the simpler clothes, and then like the tanner skin, and then also the scars. You're basically in an apocalypse already, working with that, right? And then also you got the bandages. The challenge thing had most of them on their forearms, but in this pose, obviously we don't see forearms, so I just threw on the hands. I think it does the job pretty well. I'm actually kind of happy with it right now. I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do when I first saw the prompt, but we managed to make something happen. And these colors, I'm going to adjust them a little bit so they work a little nicer together, but it's still going to be the same base color. You know, I was thinking this eye, I might do something slightly different, make her like look like she's blind in that eye or something. I think that'd be a cool little storytelling thing. Maybe there's like a big battle and lost her eye in it or something like that. Give a little bit more depth to the character. It should be pretty fun. Try and go for like, I think we got like more earthy-ish colors. Ignoring the red, obviously, but I feel like these two, they work pretty well together. Thinking like leather of like I don't know, it's like the stereotypical monster color in most like anime. Monster hunter, maybe that could be the character. Maybe she's a monster hunter in apocalyptic world or something like that. Usually when I don't make that many OCs, but usually I like to give them a little bit of a backstory. I think it makes it more interesting to draw and more fun. I'm not really into writing books per se, but homie can't spell, that's why. But I think backstories and stuff more fun, gives you something to think about while you're drawing. And honestly, my expressions, like, I don't do that ever. I kind of just have the same like basic bitch one. So this is actually becoming a pretty good practice for that too. Because I don't know, a lot of the times I don't end up just practicing, like run from my responsibilities a little bit, just because it's kind of boring. And, like I could take a decent amount of boring, but not too much. It gets old pretty quick and I'm out. That's why I do more studies than just flat out practicing. Just I can't stand, I don't know. Like I find practicing in a full drawing sense, but I don't like just sitting down and just practicing. I do it for like anatomy and stuff, because sometimes you can't fully avoid it. I like to make at least little mini drawings and stuff out of them, even if I don't post them or anything, just more fun. And I also think that learning how to apply what you learned is another important thing. Because if you just practice, you're not applying it, so then you have to learn how to apply what you learned as well. I'm thinking this yellow and the red, I'm going to make it like jewelry. Because I'm thinking those would work pretty well. I'm not sure exactly what, probably a necklace. I don't think rings would make sense because the hands already have a lot going on. I don't want to be here all day, so I'm just going to be doing more basic shading and stuff. It doesn't really make sense that they would have a lot of jewelry in an apocalypse, but maybe it's like handmade or remnants from or like family mementos or something. And let's do a necklace as well. I don't want her to be like fully dripped out, just because that doesn't make sense. Because, you know, monster hunter gang. I think having an earring and a necklace isn't too crazy. Especially if we taking into account like, oh, it's family memento from before shit went down. So it makes sense that they'd want to keep it. There we go. I think we're cooking it now. Yeah, and then to make this shiny, or to look shiny, it's all about contrast. So that's it. Sweet. It's shiny and we did absolutely nothing. It took 5 seconds. Let's see. That's a decent shadow. Oh, almost forgot the most important part. Need to add some blush here. Alright, so now it's time for the best part of the whole drawing here. The highlights, baby. Hair's gonna be pretty easy. So I'll just have a little bit going here. Just like, cause obviously the ponytail is like, light's coming from the top left. This is the top left, so it's gonna be the brightest, right? And for the rest of this, just kind of go like this. And just erase it into a shape that you like. And look at how simple that is, baby. I think it's called like subsurface scattering or something. It's like the color gets more saturated on like skin and stuff. It's like if you shine a flashlight through your hand, how your hand gets red. Well, I'm white as hell, so maybe it doesn't if you have any tanness to your skin. But yeah, it becomes like really red. Well, yep, there we go. There's our monster hunter girl. Now, the challenge did not say anything about the gender, so obviously it's a girl. All right, here's what we're looking at for the sketch. I know for the hair, it was supposed to be really short, but I made it more of a mullet because, or mullet, I don't know if it's called a wolf cut or whatever the hell. You guys, I made it look like this because I feel like it made it work better. Because if I remove this, it looks kind of goofy to me. I think it's going to be more of like a Android type thing. Basically, the contrast from the Hello Kitty girl drip to Android that's going to kill you should be something kind of interesting. I feel like I've seen something kind of like this character in an anime before, but maybe I'm going crazy, I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking white hair would make sense. I'm thinking the pink and yellow for the clothes. Yeah, we're gonna have to veto the white hair. I'll just say, whoever made the color palette, they did a good job, because these are working pretty well together. I am messing with it so far. This is actually going a lot better than I thought, because I kind of expected it to go really horribly. So for hair color, I'm thinking we're going to have to go away from the white. I'm kind of messing with that, actually. And we can do some highlights with the lighter blue. Alright, so I'm thinking we are going to need some panel lines on the face. Let's see, probably one down each side. And especially with the shorter haircuts, I find that they look horrible until you start adding, like until you throw shading at them. It's like now, the hair makes sense. And it doesn't, you know. Maybe that's a skill issue on my end with like the shapes of the hair or something, but this is where I think tones are like almost built for, is just on the edges of different shadows. Boom. Successfully created a Android baddie. And this step here is really what brings the whole drawing together, in my opinion. Just adding final details on top of everything, clean everything up a little bit. Because this hasn't taken too long, so I got plenty of time. I think I'm at like 20 minutes total for this one. And the last one was pretty similar, so. I think I also want to do like a rim light in this blue as well. Should make things more interesting. I'm a big fan of just adding a rim light on basically everything. I think it adds so much, it's just so much more interesting to look at. And I'm just going to blur this out a little bit so it's smoother. Smoother transition. then on this side we have the normal highlights, and we are chilling. There we go. Very, very different styles and characters, but I think they both turned out pretty decent. Yeah, if you're wondering on time, I believe about 30 minutes each, including time to sketch and think about the drawing. Yeah, not too bad. I'll drop the, if you're interested, and if you want, I'll drop the full resolution images. I'll have a link to those in the description, so you can check those out if you want. Yeah, I'll probably be back next week with another TikTok challenge. I had quite a bit of fun. I think I'll be doing more of these. It's fun. I think it's pretty good practice too, because I would have never, my ape brain would have never thought to make either one of these. I'm not as much of a fan of this one, but I still think they're both pretty solid. And yeah, I think you can make some cool stories about them. All around pretty solid designs. I had quite a bit of fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.